I came across with the impression of a woman who is very intelligent, very determined, very ambitious, but also ruthless. Meghan has got her ability to make people feel fearful.
She's telling lies. I have no problem facing her in court.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Exposing SMG. Today we will continue covering Tom Bower's revenge book, which exposed a lot of juicy tea about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's feud with the royal family. You guys wanted part 3, so I am here to deliver. Be sure to check out part 1 and part 2 of this video series. If you guys want part 4, let me know in the comments down below. Before we start, be sure to like and subscribe for more Meghan and Harry content. Follow us on social media, it's where I'm very active with you guys and I get to reply to everyone. And now, let's talk about these 4 crazy bombshells in revenge. Number 1. Meghan personally asked CNN to retract their article exposing her inconsistencies on Oprah. When Meghan and Harry went on Oprah, I don't think they thought that their words would be dissected as much as they did, to the point where they started blatantly lying. However, people were quick to catch onto their lies and point out their inconsistencies. I guess Meghan didn't believe that the US media would fact-check, the way Oprah obviously didn't, but that's where she was wrong. I made 2 videos dissecting their lies on Oprah, so make sure to check them out. Tom talks about how gaining control of the media was very critical to her, and that they couldn't just leave things up to chance. He writes, at her request, CNN withdrew a report exposing her inaccuracies in the Oprah Winfrey interview. I'll link the video that they tried to take down in the description box. Now on top of that, they denied any access to anyone who wasn't ready to just salute them and take everything they say as the truth and nothing but the truth. Why did the media comply? Well, Meghan made sure they did because of her negative influence, Tom says. Anyone that has inquired about her past life was met with aggressive silence, and the fact that everyone was too scared to comment showed Meghan's new authority. This new revelation reminded people of when Meghan got Piers Morgan fired from Good Morning Britain when she sent an official complaint to his network. It was reported by Chris Shipp, ITV's royal correspondent, that Meghan formally filed a complaint to ITV, the network which broadcast the show on Monday after Piers Morgan called out Meghan for her untrue claims on Oprah. Apparently, the one-liner that crossed the line for Meghan was when he said, "I'm sorry, I don't believe a word she says. I wouldn't believe her if she read me a weather report." I mean, Meghan, if you were telling the truth on Oprah, why'd you get so hot and bothered? Why not let the truth speak for itself? Oh wait, it did, and it found that the only thing Meghan was spilling on Oprah were lies upon lies upon lies. And if you are trying to censor the media, that means you have something to hide. Number 2. Meghan and Harry stopped trying to appeal to Britons and instead focused their energy on America to maximize their income. After the UK saw right through Meghan and Harry and were deemed a lot smarter than them, considering the UK general public seemed to know more about royal protocol than the actual royals, Meghan and Harry's agenda shifted from trying to redeem themselves there to focusing on building an empire for themselves in America. This had to do with 2 things. Number 1, Tom writes that America was their bedrock of support, and number 2, to maximize their income. The state of Delaware is where a lot of businesses register their corporations because it's easy to be secretive there. The key benefits to incorporating in Delaware are tax benefits, privacy, simplified structure, and the corporation court. Residency is also not required and investors prefer Delaware. I can go on for 10 more minutes, but this video isn't about Delaware. So because Delaware enables secrecy, Meghan's lawyers ended up registering 11 companies in that state. This allowed the R12 Foundation and Meghan and Harry's personal finances to be hidden from public view. They also created 2 commercial corporations, R12 Audio and R12 Productions. You guys know we've talked about those 2 corporations in regards to the lack of work and constant hiring for job positions in different videos. Because of Delaware's state laws, people wouldn't be able to discover where Meghan and Harry deposit any of their income from Netflix and Spotify, or whether or not their income has been used for charity. On top of that, there wasn't an official report that showed that Netflix and Spotify made any revenue from their deal with Meghan and Harry. Instead, the only thing that was shown was how executives in both companies were extremely frustrated by the lack of work by the two of them and the fact that no profit was made. Number 3. Harry using the Queen's Commonwealth Trust to promote his own business ventures and failing. With Meghan sitting at home, obviously very busy by censoring the press, by getting Piers Morgan fired and calling up CNN, there was one question. What is Harry's job? Did this spoiled prince just play Hollywood hubby, or what's going on there? Well, that's when Harry became employed as the Chief Impact Officer of BetterUp, the corporation founded in 2013. His job was to deliver coaching to improve motivation and productivity, and they tried to tie mental health in there somewhere. Why? He didn't want to cash in on his royal connections because he would 100% get hate from that. So instead, he offered his services as an expert in suffering from mental health issues and burnout. That's when Harry did his special, "You should quit your job if you're suffering from mental health issues," because that's not a tone-deaf thing to say. Now, in order to promote BetterUp, Tom writes that Harry arranged that the Californian corporation should be linked to the Queen's Commonwealth Trust, the QCT, a royal charity. In return, the QCT promoted BetterUp as an invaluable help to the Americans. And that's when the Queen's official website for the QCT promoted BetterUp and wrote a glowing review. Tom writes that this is when Harry was starting to dip into murky waters because unlike British charity practices, the majority of the QCT's annual income, which was about £796,000, was paid to its staff as opposed to the beneficiaries they had listed. Of course, you got Harry who's running the gig and doesn't understand anything about finance or law, so he risks getting in trouble. Number 4. Meghan ditching her family after climbing up the social ladder. Meghan's relationship with her father has been highly publicized, from the letter that she wrote him which was discussed in court, to the staged paparazzi photos, to not inviting him to the wedding. It was just a whole mess. And it wasn't just that way with Thomas, but the entirety of her family with the exception of Doria, her mother. Tom writes that when Thomas was feeling isolated and told Meghan that he hadn't received an invitation to the wedding, Meghan told him it must have gotten lost in the post. Can I just say something? She's just so cold. On the other hand, a British consulate official visited Doria with an official scroll inviting her to the wedding. Those in the palace were also very confused by how Meghan refused to fly discreetly to LA with Harry and meet her father. Meanwhile, Doria was in constant contact with Kensington Palace about different arrangements about the wedding. Meghan then flew to LA, but it was just to show her mother the sketches for her wedding dress and to arrange for Doria's outfit as well. But during her visit, she didn't meet with Thomas. The only thing she did was arrange for a Beverly Hills tailor to take his measures for a suit that would be made in London. And when Thomas went to the tailor, he was logged under a pseudonym, which is a fake name. He was told to fly to London on May 16 to try on the finished suit, but that was merely 2 days before the wedding. Doria was also supposed to come shortly before the wedding, and everything seemed to be done very quickly and hush-hush. It's almost as if she didn't want her family to speak with the royal family. God forbid, right? This posed some questions. Why is she trying so hard to keep her family away from the family she's marrying into? Was she scared that Thomas would reveal the truth about her family, or that if Harry met Thomas, he would break off the marriage? Obviously, Thomas was very frustrated with Meghan because of how she treated his family, aka her family. It is her dad's side after all. And his other children and brothers weren't invited, and that's literally her family. I mean, she invited the cast of Suits. So why try so hard to keep your actual family from attending the wedding? Markle was very upset and surprised, he recalled. He said, "Meghan has climbed up socially and left us behind. That's how I feel." Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Markle, questioned if Meghan was ashamed of their family being of white, working-class men. Even Doria's side of the family was super upset. Her half-brother, Joseph Johnson, cared for Meghan until she left for college, and after he passed away in 2021, his widow complained that Meghan didn't even send her condolences. That is just sad. What do you guys think? Anyway, this brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis. If you guys want part 4, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about what was revealed today from Tom's book? Let me know, and follow us on our social media to keep up with us, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content each week. Thanks, and as always, I'll see you next time.